Don't really know where to start. Hey guys, I'm back, kind of. So I did intend to kind of do like a hi, I'm back thing before I uploaded my first video in 2 years, but then I didn't. I thought I'd do one at least before I just carry on uploading videos, pretending like I haven't disappeared for 2 years. I thought I'd talk about why I stopped making videos and what's been happening, just like a little update. And what's for the future? Not a lot. Anyway, so I stopped. I didn't even mean to. That last video I posted 2 years ago, I didn't have any intention of that being my last video for 2 years. Some of you who did watch me back then might remember that I was at university, and when I was at university during term time, I wasn't very good at uploading then. I would upload usually when I was at my parents' house, and then before I even started university, that's when I probably uploaded the most. So I think I must have been in 3rd year when I uploaded that video, and it was around Christmas time, and when I got back, I think there was 8 weeks of placement that I did, and then dissertation. And I remember for the first like 6 months from that video onwards, I did intend on making a video. I think I even did record a couple of videos and then not get time to edit them, and by the time I did get around to edit them, I didn't like them. And then I just got distracted by work, university, and then I just kind of lost interest, and it was kind of like this cycle of I wanted to, and then I didn't have time to, then I got distracted, and then when I thought about it, I didn't want to. For a while I wasn't really interested in making YouTube videos. I kind of lost interest in the whole beauty community. I've still watched YouTube this whole time. I haven't stopped, I haven't gone anywhere, like really. I'm still just sat on my computer screen watching other people. But the interest of me doing it just wasn't there. As well as the fact I was busy. And I think the longer I've left it, the more intimidating it's become, because the higher everyone's content is, like the higher quality I mean. Everyone like just does so much these days. They have so much fancy equipment, they have lighting, they have fancy editing, they have fancy music, they have people following them around doing lookbooks and stuff, and I'm looking at it like, this is amazing, but I can't do that. And why would anyone want to watch me when other people are doing that? Thing is, I'm not even about getting noticed. I mean, like, I couldn't just work for YouTube. I think I just can't manage my own time that well. I just couldn't do it. I need to have a job. So on to what I've been doing now. So I graduated from university, qualified as an occupational therapist, registered as an occupational therapist. I graduated with a 1st class with honours, ooh la la. Wasn't expecting to get a 1st. I thought I was going to 2-1 the whole way through, if that. And then I got a 1st somehow at the end, and I was like, what the hell? But, so that was cool. I left university, and everyone around me, so everyone on my occupational therapy course and on the physiotherapy course, because we were very close together, basically everyone had a job. Well, me and like 5 other people, and that's super intimidating. That was before you'd even graduated. So I went for interviews, like I went for interviews. I applied to like 13 places, I think, in the area that interested me, because that's all there was, and interviewed for like 5 and didn't get the OT job. But then I did get a job, but I'm not working as an occupational therapist. My label is mental health worker. Just a side note, I work in mental health. So I work in an inpatient mental health hospital as a mental health worker. So that means for the past year I've been doing shift work, which is new, and it's in a hospital, so it's around the clock. So it can be night time, it can be really long days, like 14-hour days. It can be, you know, any day of the week, any time of the day. It's meant to be 37.5 hours a week, which is full time here in the UK. Sometimes it's a bit more, sometimes it's a bit less. It's more about making sure it's the right number of hours, like over 6 weeks rather than each week. Meaning sometimes I get a lot of days off and sometimes I don't. But I do really enjoy it. Since then, about 2-3 weeks ago now, I went for the OT job in the same hospital and I got it, so that's nice. When I went for the OT interviews, I was told I didn't have the experience in mental health, basically. That was my feedback. It was like, we really liked you, but this other person had more experience, so that's why I went for the mental health worker job. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So I still live in the same area that I went to university. I went back to my parents over the summer last year after I'd finished university when I didn't have a job and I hadn't started my job here yet. So I was there for like maybe a month or so. There's a child laughing, you're ruining my video. I don't really know where I'm going with this now. I just kind of wanted to update anyone who actually cared. I do really appreciate those of you who left comments on my last video. They were really positive. Thank you so much. I actually did have people over the past couple of months be like, when are you coming back? And I was like, why do you care? I'm so irrelevant. But I decided to come back because I wanted to. And I felt like it again. And I had kind of started to feel like it again a couple of months ago. And then my laptop broke. And then, I don't know, I just didn't get around to it. Like my old laptop was really rubbish at editing videos anyway because it was so slow and old. So that made it really awkward, but now I have a new laptop. It's not like a Mac or anything. I even paid for a video editing software so I could do stuff like this and this random thing which I'm never ever gonna use. It's got loads of stuff that I'm never gonna use on it. It's brilliant. In terms of what I'm gonna be uploading, I made this channel originally. I had a channel called Meows and Fool and I made some, I don't know what it was, just cringy crap. And then in the days where everyone had a second channel, like they had their beauty channel and then they had their vlogging channel, so I was like, oh, I'll make Meows and Fool Beauty and then that would be about beauty stuff. Honestly, what does Meows and Fool even mean? Nothing. I don't even like the name, but I don't want to use my actual name because of the profession that I work in. I just don't want to. So I don't know, I guess I'll keep it. But I don't think I strictly want to be beauty stuff. I don't know if that is an interest of mine and it does fluctuate, to be honest. I don't know. I do really love watching storytime videos. They're like my new favourite thing. Jessie Smiles, Nikki Glamour, Jen to the Den. They're probably top 3, but there's a lot of story times that I like watching. Don't get me wrong, I get stuck in a hole for hours watching storytime videos of people who I've never met. Another one, I've forgotten her actual name, but she used to be called I Love Vodka. I can't remember her actual name. She's really good as well. Anyway, in terms of story times, I do probably have a couple of story times that I could tell, but I don't think I will, purely because of the profession that I'm in. I'm going to be honest with you here. I'm not going to be honest with you about everything. And when I say that, I don't like the stuff that I choose to say to you is going to be honest, but I'm not going to be like, ask me anything and I will tell you everything, because I'm not going to. Because I work in healthcare and I do have to not lose my registration, not get fired, not get struck off, not be on the front line of the Daily Mail saying like OT admits to some scandal. Like, I'm not about that life. My job comes before this. This is just a thing if I decide to start doing it again. So I don't know if I'll do story times. Maybe. They have to be PG though. Which are boring, so maybe not. Another thing that's happened is I'm celiac now, which is rubbish. It means I can't eat gluten, which is all good food. Bread, beer, croissants, cake, pasta, my life. I might make some videos about that. Last time I was on here, I was transitioning to become vegetarian to vegan, and I think I was still eating meat at the time. I think I just cut out beef. I've been pescatarian now basically since my last video, which means I eat fish. I did intend on going vegetarian earlier this year, same time that I found out I was celiac, and I was like, I cannot afford to cut out more food at this point in my life because I was not well, and I might make a video about that. But that was bad. I might make some videos about interviewing tips because I've had a couple of them. And I have a job now, so I feel like I can give advice. Lookbooks, a classic that I always used to make, prancing around to some music. I like them because they're fun to edit. They're not that fun to film because I get sweaty running in and out changing outfit and hoping the neighbours don't see me, but I quite like them. Let me know what kind of thing you want me to film. I really did intend on speaking in some sort of order that made sense, and I've probably forgotten something that I wanted to say. So I came back to YouTube because I wanted to. I don't know how often I will upload videos. I'm not promising any day of the week. I would like to do it at least once a week. And I am incredibly grateful to those of you who have stuck with me over the years. I'm very, very sorry it's been so long. I really didn't mean it to be. I remember when it got to a year, I didn't even realise it had been a year. I thought it had been like 3 months, and I went back on my channel and it said a year ago you posted this, and I was like, what the hell? So, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye! I don't know.